Iron Man.
Okay, how's your character changed and evolved since the first movie, and in particular, how has his approach to life differed?
Well, I mean, it's a pretty big learning curve for Tony Stark. And if you just think about the first three films as kind of transcending even this dependence he got on this new power, by the time we're at Age of Ultron material, he's really looking to kind of be proactive, and he's not trying to put the Avengers out of work. He's just trying to create safeguards against what he saw happen the first time around.
What do we want the audience to mostly pay attention to in our relationship? I don't know if I would say. I just hope the audience goes with our story. You know, I mean, I think it's
unlikely.
It's an unlike that they will go with her story, or it's
No,
an unlikely
that they
romance.
would be together.
Yeah, it's an unlikely kind of a romance between, but between two people that seemingly come from totally different backgrounds and different places, and you think want different things, but actually don't. I hope the audience, is able to retreat into our little storyline in between all of the, explosive madness. Hope we give them a welcome respite from, the crazy action sequences and global domination taking place.
Yes.
My name's Cinta Kiel, and I'm representing RCTI Indonesia.
Indonesia?
Yeah.
Apa kabar?
Bye.
Siapa namamu?
Cinta Kiel.
Nama saya Chris.
Wow, bahasa Indonesianya bagus.
Bagus.
See.
Bagaimana cuaca hari ini?
Wow,
No
cuacanya
way.
baik.
Wow, you see
Ternyata
that?
bahasa Indonesianya bagus. Okay, well, I have a few questions for you guys, and
In Indonesia, please.
I was wondering, how would you describe Thor's and Captain America's friendship? What similarities or differences allow them to have the bond that they have?
They're both from somewhere else. I mean, he's coming from another world. He's coming from another time. We're both kind of fish out of water. But I think, honestly, of most people in the team, we're both soldiers. You know what I mean? He's coming from a world where he's had to lead men into war and into battle for the right reasons, and I think Cap's done the same thing. So, for the most part, I think they want the same thing together.
All right, and a question for...
It's good.
Yep, a question for you is, in the first movie, we witnessed Captain America struggling to come to terms with the world's drastic changes. Do you think he still has the same struggle in the second movie, and how has he overcome it?
Sure, I think he's always going to have that struggle. Anywhere it's the 40s. His ideal universe is something different. It's a different place, it's a different world, and I think that's always going to be home for him. So I think it's always going to be a bit of a challenge. But he's finding his footing. He can't always be nostalgic. He can't always live in the 40s. But I think that's always going to be the thing that kind of makes him feel just slightly out of place.
And for Chris Hemsworth, we witness in this movie that Thor starts to show his vulnerabilities. And how do you think his character has evolved from the first movie?
Each film he kind of attempts to be the king or to mature and what have you, especially from the first one into the second one. And then the second one, he's kind of given up that.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
In the second film, he kind of gives up the, the need to be king, and in this, he's decided to be one of the team. He's
Well, terima kasih banyak.
bagus sekali.
Bagus sekali.
Yeah.
How much do you know?
I know a lot in Indonesian, right?
Apa lagi?
Full conversation.
Apa lagi yang Anda bisa bahasa Indonesia?
Is that how did I learn Indonesian?
What else do you know?
Oh no, that's pretty much used up my Indonesian. I learned Indonesian in school, and Indonesian's like
really?
a 5-hour
Australia's
flight.
south
We're
of
like 5 hours away.
Indonesia.
So that's something you guys learned.
Yeah, Darwin's only 3 hours away from Bali, or even less, probably.
Yeah, where I was from, Melbourne, Sydney, it's like a 6-hour flight or something. But we learned it in school too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I had many Australian teachers growing up as well. But terima kasih atas waktunya.
Terima kasih.
Have a good
Really?
day.
Oh man.